Russia is sending their troops to our country just to...
And stuff when like all this stuff was happening in Ukraine. Like the networks in general.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll put them in. You said 15, so I was going to wait till... And there is a volume right here. So you can turn it up or down. Is it too loud?
No. I just don't like kind of in my ear. That's
okay, all right. I've got it turned very low right at the moment. Okay?
And here I'm talking to you?
No, you're going to be talking to the camera right here. Kaylee, can you put up the camera reflection?
Are you going to feed? Oh, good.
Can you route
Hi.
out the camera?
Yeah. Hi, I'm good. How are you?
They're going to want to rush her into the segment, so we might want to step up.
Thank you.
How old is she?
24.
It's my age.
Is it?
Yeah.
We're just going to check the thing here.
Okay.
She's
1, 2, 3, 4,
brilliant.
5, 6,
I
7.
know. I mean,
That's good there, video link, thank you.
I googled her this morning, and I was like, I can't believe she accomplished so much.
Yeah.
24, I wish.
Did you see the Charlie Rose interview?
Focus is good there, thank
Yeah.
you.
She's amazing.
Zoom out just a pinch. Okay, good. Pan left. Good, thank you.
Vladimir Putin, with his steely Bond villain gaze, his penchant for shirtless feats of manliness, the Russian president has been an easy punchline for the last decade or so. But in the last couple months, the chuckles have died and U.S.-Russian relations have grown cold. Sure, not 1980s cold, but getting there. And stuff happened today that cranked the thermostat down even further. We'll give you details in a sec, but first a little reminder of what the world is worried about tonight. Ukraine. No "the" anymore. Since 91, when the Soviet Union crumbled, got this country the size of Texas broke free, the "the" is gone. So, of course, it's a young democracy with a very fragile economy. And, of course, it is the center of a tug-of-war between Europe on the western side, Russia on the east. Now, we recall last fall, Ukraine's president, a buddy of Vlad Putin's, rejected big trade deal with Europe, and all hell broke loose there. Protesters took to the streets, and even though they were bloodied by the troops, they managed to run him out of the country. He split for Russia. And when the victorious citizens went to his house, they discovered the president had been looting the treasury to buy himself pirate ship-themed restaurants, among other swag. Now, back in Moscow, Putin is watching all of this and thinking, uh-oh, Europe is getting too close for comfort. Ukraine belongs to the motherland. We don't want NATO troops on our Black Sea border. So, thanks to the help of all those Russian-loving folks down in that peninsula, Crimea, they annexed it. Russia just took it without firing a shot last month, and it went so well he started eyeing other neighborhoods. And his Ukrainian friendlies started taking over police stations and military bases just like they did in Crimea. And until today, the locals have not made much of a move to fight back because they don't want to give Putin any excuse to send in the big guns. But with America and Europe's blessing, Ukrainian troops began rolling into those eastern cities today. But rather than strike fear, they seem to mostly be getting stuck in the mud and getting heckled by much shorter Russian friendlies. Because the guys in the members-only jackets know that Russia has 40,000 troops at their back just over the border. So it is reasonable to worry that we are one drunken gunshot away from a civil war, with Russia backing one side, Europe and America on the other side.
First, let's start a little chat with a woman who became the voice of Western-loving Ukrainians with, here we go, YouTube video. Now from Boston, Yulia, thank you for being with us. Welcome to America. It seemed a few months ago that you had won.
The man you wanted out was gone, and there was celebration. How would you describe your feelings now with 40,000 troops on your eastern border?
I'm extremely worried about my country, about Ukraine, about my people. I feel, I think, the same as a lot of Ukrainians. We feel betrayed because when we gave up the third biggest nuclear weapon in the world just to keep peace in the whole world, and the country which took a commitment to protect our borders, now this country is a main aggressor. And it's really a betray, because we were brotherhood nations, and now we have to fight and to fight for our, just to fight for a possibility to stay independent, and that's very painful.
Right.
But I feel determined about that. I feel that we will never give up, because that's our country and that's our future, and we will have this prosperous future because we gave too much. These people who died on Maidan, they could never die in vain. We will do everything we can to protect our independence and to have our future as we wanted to have.
But Yulia, what about the possibilities of a civil war? We get the sense that much of the eastern half of your country loves Russia and would rather be part of Russia. Is that true? What is the real breakdown? What's the real split?
There are a lot of stereotypes about Ukraine in world's media, but it's better for you to talk to your underground journalists who saw everything on their eyes. Our country isn't splitted. We lived for 30 years, for all the years after independence peacefully. I am from Kiev, where most of the people are speaking Russian. We are a bilingual society. We speak 2 languages without any problems, and we respect nationalities. Crimean Tatars, who are the minority, they are dreaming to be a part of Ukraine. They are afraid of all these Russian persecutions. And it's not. We are not divided. All of us, we want one thing. We want to live in a safe and prosper home. It doesn't matter what language are you talking.
Right.
Are you speaking? It matters. Only thing which is matter. If you want, if you love Ukraine, if you want to be a part of Ukraine, and believe me, these people want. Because after, I read the last statistic in New York Times, and it was written that only 6% of the people on the east of Ukraine want to be
6%.
a part of Russia.
Interesting.
6%.
6%.
6.
Well, Yulia, we want to move on, but I have to thank you for your passion. You have values that all of our audience can relate to, and we appreciate you taking the time to articulate. I hope you'll come back.
I'm very, very grateful for your time, and I just want you to know that we are fighting, we are standing now not only for Ukraine, but for values of freedom and human rights. Thank you for your time.
Of course, Yulia, thank you. Ukraine is...
Guys, thank you for getting her squared away quickly, and thank you for the Chris Ready and all the transmission stuff. They're just saying bye to her right now.
No problem, that's what we do.
Some way in this crisis.
Yulia, thank you so much for your time. We're done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
This is a good night from Video Link. I'll be right in to get you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for all that running around.
Hear the echoes of Czechoslovakia.
You have one more wire.
Okay. It's always. I think I'm ready to lecture.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I can talk for an hour, but I hope I tell the most important things.
I like the fact that you overrode him. I like that personally.
At the end?
No, throughout. You know, he was trying to cut in, and you kept going. You got your points in, and I think it was very important to do.
I hope so, but I talk to I tell only 3 statements, but they are very important, I think.
Yeah. And you definitely got the point in at the end that you wanted to. That was good. Mm-hmm. That was good. Yeah, you have to do like politicians do and just charge on in, you know.
I'm doing that.
You're good. You did. Yeah, that's what I mean. You want to take your makeup off?
It's always, no, I'll take it off at home.
Okay.
It's always the same. You have so many thoughts and really a little time. All the time.
Okay.
We were in a show.
Okay, I can get you some if you want some new ones. They're dry, but I can get some other
It's okay.
ones.
I have.
Okay.
Don't do it.
All right.
Yeah, let's go.
Good.
Is that your coat?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.